Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. Hope you're doing well. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm trying to be really quiet where I am right now. It's super late at night, but I wanted to get a video out. I know in America it's not that late, but I want to talk about buyers being on a strike. And the buyers we're talking about are home buyers. And the reason why it's really important to talk about home buyers right now in this very important time in this cycle, let me just shift this camera a little bit here. The reason why it's really important to go over this is because, sorry, in a 300-year-old home, and there's a home right next to it too. I just want to make sure I'm not keeping anybody up. Home buying is very important to the wealth effect of the nation. It's how most of Americans hold a majority of their wealth. It's sad, but it's true. And at least there are people that have some wealth built up in their home, right? Well, when buyers start to strike, it's a very important thing. It's one thing to talk about buyers striking when the cost of lumber was too much and it was too much to build a fence or a deck. It's another thing to talk about buyers striking, oh, I'm not going to spend $100,000 on an F-350 truck. Your guys are crazy, right? Well, that's one thing. But when they stop buying homes, even though the rates have fallen actually pretty significantly on a percentage basis, then we got problems. And the cool thing is when you realize there's problems, you start realizing all of the different opportunities there are. Well, the story's out of Wolf Street, and it says buyers strike deepens. Pending home sales drop to record low despite surging supply and much lower mortgage rates already priced in massive rate cuts. I did a video with one of my students from the masterclass. He has taken every single course I've ever given on real estate, and he's buying a home with his wife. Right now, he's on a couple of deals. He's brought them down like $50,000 just in the negotiation process. And what he is finding, and I am finding, is that there is nobody showing up to buy these homes. Days on market extending, and even with these rate drops, right? Because recently rates are at 17-month lows. The promise of rates going down even further, people are holding and waiting. Well, I'll give you an example. There is a place that I've been looking at buying some property in the future for some vacation rentals. And I'll give you an example. Back in, let's say 6 years ago, these condominiums were selling for $350,000. Well, now, in last year, they were selling for $750,000 and $800,000, right? So over double the price. Well, what happened was all of a sudden inventory exploded by 3.5 times in the last 5 months. And so what you see is the people that were trying to sell their condominiums for $750,000, $800,000, they'd spent a lot of time remodeling them, all with new materials, new cabinets, new everything, right? Well, there's a crisis going on with the insurance industry. They're having a hard time insuring these properties. Plus, they need new roofs, new paint, and so all these special assessments are coming out. So what has just recently happened with this surge in inventory, when the inventory went up, 3.5 times, you have people that are selling now. They bought the same size condo, same bedrooms, but they never remodeled it, right? It's clean. They're clean, right? But instead of asking $750,000 or $800,000, they're asking $590,000. And it is causing a pure panic with the other owners that fix up their homes because they're starting to sell it to $590,000. Well, the second you sell a place in a complex, a condo complex, or even a tract housing development, you have a comparable sale. And so assessors or property appraisers are going to have a hard time adding $200,000, $250,000 the price of a condo when one just sold for $590,000, because the other one next door, even though it has the same square footage and all that stuff, yeah, it has new paint, it's got new cabinets and new carpet and stuff, that doesn't justify an additional $200,000. It's not like they're, diamonds inside all the drawer pulls, right? So you're seeing this panic, and what's happening is, out of all the people that are selling homes around, and this is actually happening around the nation, but just to different extents, right? Different scopes, different sizes. different levels of panic. Well, what you're going to see is just give it a little bit of time, and there's going to be more and more hitting the market, more panic, and it's going to become a self fulfilling prophecy because more and more people wake up, right? When I started this channel 3 years ago, I said, pretty soon there's going to be a day where everyone in this nation is going to become an expert in inflation. And the fact is, you don't have to be very intelligent to be able to, when I say, hey, what's causing the inflation, the cost of food to go up and gas, everyone's going to say it's the government and the banks are printing money. It's actually really easy to figure out because it's all over the media. All right. So, but when it comes to real estate cycles, most people have never learned that because it's not taught in schools. Matter of fact, I've never seen it even taught on the internet. So it says here in the story, a sales recovery did not occur in midsummer. This comes out of the NAR, the National Association of Realtors, because prices are way too high. Doesn't take a genius to figure that out. It said pending home sales, a forward-looking indicator of closed sales over the next couple of months, dropped by 5.5% in July from June and from 8.5% from a year ago. We are seeing so many people pulling out of the market. And I'm going to throw this out real quick because I'm about to do something in about a month that no one on social media has ever done. And if you want to be a part of it and watch me go from, I'm not joking, this isn't cocky, this is confidence. I'm going to start a business in something I've never ever done in real estate. I'm going to go from zero to hero in 1 year. If you want to be a part of it and see how I'm doing it, and anyone can do this with as little as $1,000 investment money. So if you don't have $1,000, don't whine in the comment section. Start selling stuff on garage sales. I'm not joking. I'm gonna email everybody at the end of the month, September, with an opportunity to go and check this out, because I don't want anyone to have an excuse. You can't be around me and have an excuse because I won't hang out with you. I don't like that. I hang out with doers, not failures. And that's the only thing that sets us apart, honestly. I did not go to college, or I tried, failed, barely made it through high school. And but that didn't stop me from becoming successful. And during this next crash, which we are already well in, regardless of what the president tells you, um, this is going to be an epic opportunity to make lots and lots of money. And what I'm going to simply do is I'm going to do exactly what a lot of people did during the Great Depression to become uber wealthy because of the crash in the markets, including home sales. Now, if you see the pending home sales index to see how bad it is, all right, this is sales that are like in escrow right now. Check this out. This is COVID. Boom, right there. This is where we are. To sit there and say that it changes overnight, and a lot of people on social media do not understand why I was warning about this 2.5 years ago, is because a teacher does not tell you after it's happened. You go and run right into the wall, and a teacher goes, oh, I knew that was going to happen. You should have watched out. Because the student will look at the teacher and, well, thanks a lot. You're a crappy teacher. A good teacher goes, if you keep walking on this trajectory, you are going to impact face to wall in about 3.5 seconds. Why don't we stop that and then teach you why you were on that path and then how to get off that path? And all we have in this world are people that are telling you what's happening. They're like news broadcasters, or I mean, shoot, in this day and age, you have to give it up to a weatherman or a weather woman. There's only two types, just so you know. There's no pronouns for a weather person. And but you got to give it up to them because they're trying to tell you, forecast the future. But very few people do that, right? That's why it's important to learn these real estate cycles and what's going on right now. It doesn't matter right now that your mortgage rates have dropped. It doesn't matter that inventories increase, and it doesn't matter that home sales prices have gone down. It doesn't matter because now the consumer's gotten in their head, they're like, "Ooh, it's getting better. That means it's going to get even better." And then what's going to happen? It's going to fall out of control. It's going to be all the news. And then the buyer's going to go, "I don't want to catch a falling knife. I'm too scared," because that buyer of real estate is not using fundamentals to purchase real estate. They're using emotion. And that's why it's actually really easy to make a crap ton of money in real estate. Um, and yeah, so we're seeing these sales numbers coming out and they're horrible. Now it says here predictions of rising sales during the summer months amid much lower mortgage rates turned into the absolute opposite. A sales recovery did not occur in midsummer. Again, that's from the National Association of Realtors. Prices are way too high, plus the wait and see, and that's what I've been talking about right now. The positive, do me a favor, type one if you're seeing in your local area inventory increase and days on market extending out. Now, the truth is, it's actually very hard for you to notice this unless you are actively looking to buy homes, right? There are so many people that tell me the opposite. They go, oh, no, no, it's not happening in my area. I'm like, give me 5 seconds of Google search and you're just dead wrong. And I prove them wrong every single time. And all I do is I type in their town. I say, in the first page of realtor.com, I'm going to show you 20% minimum of the listings, whatever it is, it's 10 listings, 20% or more. So 2 or more of those are going to have a price reduction of sizable 5 to 10% price reduction in the first 35 days. And that's the thing, trying to explain to someone how a crash looks. Look what I did the other day with the crypto when I sold it, and everybody's screaming and yelling. And the next day it popped up, which I actually said, if they announce they're going to lower rates in a month, it's going to pop up. And now where are we? You know, most people don't understand. They don't have that 20,000 foot view. They just like to scream and yell about based on what you said today and what the weather looks like today, even though you're saying, oh, there's a storm coming. And I've got the radar. But they don't see the storm. They don't have the radar. They don't have a background of projecting the storm. So they go, you're an idiot. Well, it's okay. I'm not here to tickle the ears of morons or cocky people or people that are full of themselves. I'm here to wake up good-hearted human beings, Americans, people around the world that know that there are some pretty bad people in this world. And the only way to take over this system is to take back the reins of the money. I hope you got something out of this. There's going to be a lot of opportunities. If you want to get that email at the end of the month, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start a business, and you can do it right alongside me if you want, or you're going to be able to watch all my failures, all my success, and it's going to be very well documented. You can sign up for the free newsletter, and you'll get the email about it. I am going to do something that's never, ever been done. And then I could give a rip about the naysayers. I really don't care. I've got lots of them in my life that have known me for 20, 30 years. And they're all failures. I just don't give a crap about them. I give a crap about people that really want to try and be great. And I'm meeting a lot of you every single day, everywhere around the world. Speaking of around the world, I'm going to be around Europe the next week or so. So if you see me, stop by. Hope you have a great day. The Economic Ninja is out.